So yesterday's release of the Zion Jordan 1 Low, great moment for sneakers. Although it did appear that all of the pairs were sold out online, shout out to everybody who commented mentioning that they were able to walk into one of their local shops, secure a pair in store, which I just feel like that's so cool. I love to hear it. It just reminds me of the good old days, right? So dope moment for sneakers. Now just then, it looks like we do actually have official images of the upcoming Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low fragment. You guys remember the sneaker, which last month everybody was going crazy anticipating the release. Well, it looks like we're right back to square one with two conflicting release dates. So we're gonna get into that as well as the rest of the releases for the month of November if you're not really into the whole Travis Scott thing, right? So let's jump right into it now. Anytime we have official images which load via the back end of Nike servers, it usually generally means we're gonna see a release right around the corner. Now, most media outlets, they're reporting a release date of November 8th, which means this sneaker would be dropping coming up next Saturday, but according to Complex, you see it, they're saying November 7th, which if history repeats itself, that would make sense due to the fact that we could potentially see, say, like a Fragment or Travis Scott website drop on the 7th, and then maybe a Sneakers app drop on the following day, Saturday the 8th, which according to Stash Sneakers, they are confirming this shoe will be dropping via the Sneakers app, which last month there were some conflicting reports. Some people were saying that these would be a Travis exclusive drop, others saying a Sneakers drop, but it looks like it's leaning towards the fact that these should be dropping via the Sneakers app, which is great because I feel like most people, it feels like they have a better opportunity to go ahead and grab these. Although your chances are probably slim to none to be able to secure a pair of these. I kind of like to call it the Travis Scott lottery just due to the fact that like everybody and their mama is going to be going for a pair of these. And if you actually successfully are able to grab a pair of these for retail at $155, you kind of got to ask yourself the question, like, am I really rocking with these like that enough to wear them? Or is the potential resale value, so enticing that I might have to make the quick little flip? If I could make any recommendations for you guys, I would say to just go ahead and make the quick flip, because as far as the November lineup, when we talk about Jordan releases, it's looking pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. As far as these Travises, of course, we're gonna get a lot more information coming up next week as things are gonna heat up for the big release. Now, coming up here in November, it is being reported that on the 1st, we have the release of the Jordan 40 Chicago, which would fall on this coming Saturday. It's yet to be confirmed by Nike or Jordan Brand. So take that release date with a grain of salt. But as far as this latest color for the latest mainline Jordan release, this is one of these kind of hybrid fusions, which we're seeing is going to be the first of many, which we already have confirmation of, like a Jordan 1440, 2340, 2840, plus some others which I'm forgetting about. And apparently this is going to be the first one to kind of set it off, infusing the classic iconic Nike swoosh from the OG Jordan 1, throwing it in on the Jordan 40, and people are rocking with these right now. Also coming up here in November, we finally got an official date of the 5th for the Rare Air 11th. And I say finally because this sneaker has been pushed back countless times, right? I feel like this is more of a filler release. Jordan Brand kind of knows the demand isn't going to be going crazy for a shoe like this. And I think they made this date for the 5th to kind of, maybe pick up some of the momentum from some of the other shoes dropping around the same time. So outside of people that are like diehard Jordan 11 enthusiasts, or someone who's looking to match these colors with like the jersey of one of their favorite teams, I see the demand for this sneaker possibly being low. And if this is a shoe which you're looking to grab, it may be in your best interest to be a little patient. You could probably secure these joints on sale unless you just like gotta have these, right? Now also coming up here on the 8th, we got the release of the Jordan 12 Taxi, a beloved OG Jordan Brand classic. I've already told you guys countless times about how important, how special this sneaker is for me. And man, these are dope. Plus, it's been a little minute since we've seen these drop, so my guess is the demand for this shoe is gonna be pretty high. Now, I have seen some people complaining about the quality, saying the shape is off, which I'm not even gonna lie, based off this image right here, especially here in the middle left, the shape does look a little funky. Plus, I remember as a kid, these little eyelets were metal versus the re-releases, which they've replaced them now with plastic. But I'm still in the market for this sneaker right here. Now, as far as the actual release, it's gonna be interesting to see what stock numbers are looking like. Some retros have been limited while others have been easy to grab. If Jordan Brand does try to make some sales off them Rare Air 11s, possibly making these like limited and then a consolation prize with the 11s, that could be kind of spooky. But if they're anything like the French Blue 12s, which are easy to grab, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So hopefully no headaches involved in this release right here. Now next in line here, we got the Jordan 1 Low Chicago, which is slated to drop on the 15th. Now all year, people have been talking about this is the shoe which they've been checking for we're all the way to the end of the year and they're finally dropping. So it's going to be interesting to see, is this going to be a shoe which you're going to have to set your alarm, for the release, or you're going to be able to just like sleep in, maybe head into your local shop, pick these joints up just like the Zion ones. It's going to be interesting to see people flip-flop on this shoe because everybody's talking about they want these, but let's say Jordan Brand floods the market with these. Let's see if people's opinions maybe possibly change for this upcoming shoe. Now, we also got the Jordan 10 Shadow, which is going to be the follow-up to the Jordan 10 Steel, which we saw drop earlier this year. Now, Jordan Brand played with us, making them joints super limited. They had the toe cap and everything like that. So I could see Jordan Brand possibly playing some games again, making this shoe exclusive, or they could hit us with a little switcheroo, make that first Steel a little more limited, make people get a little more excited, invested into the Jordan 10, and then flood the market with these shadows. I guess we're going to find out coming up here on the 19th, which then brings us here to the Black Cat 4s, which you guys already know what time it is with this shoe right here. Jordan 4, all black, recipe for success. Now, this is going to actually be a special Black Friday release. And I'll be dying laughing, bro, if Jordan Brand like white cement 4s these. What I mean by that is like if they make enough pairs to go around and people flip-flop on this drop, because there's nothing better than saying like people saying that they're going to pass on the shoe just because it's sitting only for in return for that shoe to eventually sell out and then go up in value over time. Just like we saw history do with the last release of the Black Cat 4s and the first time we saw the Black Cat 4s drop. So it's going to be very amusing to see how this release goes down. But with the whole Black Friday drop and everything like that, I'm guessing the fact that resellers are going to be all over these. We haven't seen anybody with early pairs in hand really yet. I think this one might actually be tough to get. So that kind of wraps up some of the more high-profile releases from Jordan Brand for the month of November. But of course, that's not it. We also got the city exclusive Jordan 11s. We got the women's Jordan 11s, as well as some kids pairs as well. So comment down below. Let me know which pairs you guys are checking for most. Although the lineup, some people would say, is one of the best months when you talk about Jordan releases. For me, there's not anything on here that's really like a must-have. I mean, outside of like the Taxi 12s, the only other pair that I would possibly be checking for would maybe be like the Steel 10s or something like that. You guys could keep the Black Cat 4s. If I get some type of luck on them Travis joints, you already know what time it is. I'm gonna make a quick flip on a hype beast. Put me a little $1,000 in my pocket, grab me some Taxis, grab them Steel 10, Shadow 10s, and call it a day. So November lineup looking pretty good. Also, don't forget, coming up next week, there's gonna be a whole lot of conversations about these Travises. So I would love to know how you guys are feeling for the November lineup. Comment down below which pairs you guys are most excited for. JATV, if you guys enjoyed this update, smash the like button. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out, y'all. Love.